G'day YouTubers, and thank you for tuning in to the Dice of Luck toy review. Today is of course another sunny day actually outside. But yes, in this video I'm going to be basically taking a look at some more pony themed merchandise that I've actually totally forgot. And also a couple of other items that I've actually forgot to review, and also just one brand new Luck toy. In fact, I'm actually just grab the webcam before it starts to, fall down and then crash. Of course, yes, in this video, I've done a toy review which relates to this pony before in a previous video. But what I'm actually going to be doing is reviewing some of the more unique stuff that you may or may have never came across. Of course, yes, I'll show you the pony themed bookmarks first because, well, you know what, I've been making a lot of pony themed toys recently though, and yes, of course, yes, I've made Fluttershy before, but there's also other versions of bookmarks that I've actually made before. I've made Purpley Moonbow as well. What else is there? I've made another Fluttershy. Yes, I actually told you. Yes, I certainly told you indeed. I've made a Twilight Sparkle. Sorry, I just can't say the word sparkle correctly though, guys. I'm very sorry, but of course, yes, I did actually told you though, guys, I actually made a Twilight Sparkle themed bookmark. Of course, there was a Pinkie Pie, and yes, there is a Bonnie Dash themed bookmark as well, which I feel like I need to make as many copies for the summer fair. But sadly, this one's about to be ripped apart, so what I might try and do is super glue this baby up though, just to make Bonnie Dash look like if, well, she's going to be completely and utterly healed. Of course, yes, we've also got another Pinkie Pie bookmark, a Purpley Moonbow and a Pinkie Pie bookmark, and even more rare so, we've got, speaking of rare, we've got Rarity! Yay! It seems like I haven't been making that many Rarity themed bookmarks, nor Derpy Hooves or Bonnie Dash and Twilight Sparkle, and it feels like that. Yes, I won't read the quotes though, because I think it's going to be much more of a quicker video. Of course I'm made in Thailand. I mean, why aren't I surprised? Because they're blooming common, of course. Let's move on to something else though. Without even thinking about reading the quotes. They look pretty nice. Once again, they cost about 50 pence, I believe. To probably make, I guess. To sell, obviously, Next up is something really, really awesome though, and it's some kind of pullback toy here. Of course, you can actually. It's some kind of pullback toy. It doesn't work well with carpets and stuff. It only works well with hard floors. This one here, it's some kind of pullback toy. Okay, so obviously, yes, it's something relating to McDonalds, and of course, yes, I did watch the second Sonic movie, and I felt like it was so much better than the first Sonic movie. I actually felt like it was so much better, and lo and behold, when I flew to Malaysia, I actually bought this toy here. In fact, apart from the Happy Meal McDonald's thingy bobs, of course there was this character here. Of course, it's Tails from Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Great movie, that one. Not gonna lie though, it was a great character though, great toy. There you go, it's got a pullback feature. It did come with some stickers if you want to decorate Tails' trainers or boots. Oh yes, you can literally pull the iceberg back and off Tails goes. I don't know about you, but it's funny that McDonald's now heavily relies on, in fact I might just turn the camera away, heavily relies on toys which are made of cardboard instead of plastic because of climate change. And what we're doing to the earth is harmful, needs to be rectified. But yes, this version of Tails looks so close to what you see Tails in the movies, of course. Yes, it does look quite nice though, although he had suffered so much, how do you say it? He's quite dirty though, in the way that he was actually flying back to the UK, of course. Of course, it was a transfer destination that I had to pick up with because, well, I couldn't pick up a direct flight though. It's nice to have transfer flights just to take a beauty rest before you move on to the next flight. Of course, yes, I just can't help myself. Let's just watch tiles go by. Here we go. Actually, maybe not today. It's got a cool pullback action. I don't know about you, but I'm trying to. Oh yes, clicking, and off he goes. Whoa! Off he goes. There you go. Tiles is off right into the end there. It's an amazing scene. Amazing sort of, I'll just say, a clip though of Sonic 2, where Sonic has been chased off by Knuckles, I guess. Brilliant film there. One of the most fantastic films ever to watch in 2022. If you haven't seen Sonic 2, it's well worth the watch. There's tons of comedy, there's tons of adult jokes, and there's all tons of spectacular views and so much fun that you may have never ever thought of. Alright, let's move on to something else. And we'll take a look at, obviously we'll take a look at this leaflet first, because this is something that I've went into recently, and it's somewhere in Malaysia that, well, guess what, it's somewhere where I've actually been to as some kind of attraction, and it's this leaflet. This leaflet here actually came from all the way from Malaysia when I was on holiday though, recently this year, unexpectedly of course and I went to one of the largest bird parks or aviaries ever in the world, and that is Kuala Lumpur Bird Park. There you go, that is the map that I've actually decided to go for. I don't know how much in ringgit say, because the currency is different though than here in the UK of course, but all you can see is the map of this very colossally sized aviary. It actually kind of reminds me of London Zoo though, if you went to that Snowden aviary. But yes, looks actually quite a massive aviary. There's different zones, zone 1, zone 2, zone 3, zone 4. Yes, it's quite an amazing looking bird park. The world's largest free flight walk-in aviary. And of course, yes, you meet up with different birds. Of course, yes, you get parrots, you get ostriches or emus. And as well, flamingos, yes. A fantastic arrangement of birds though to spot though. Of course, yes. It is located just not that far away from the city centre of Kuala Lumpur, as I'd call it though, KLCC of course. And yes, they've also got a restaurant here that provides people Malay cuisine and other goodies of course. From around the world, of course, yes, there's Chinese and Indian cultures around in Malaysia. Just to let you know, in fact, Malaysia is like a melting pot country there. If you go there, there's all kinds of cultures, you know, being slapped into a sandwich, a total amalgamation. But there you go. This is actually quite an amazing bird park to go for. Of course, yes, I actually did complain about the amount of touching, because, of course, yes, if you ever touch the birds, well, you're going to get sick, and that's also cruel. That's actually one big concern. Maybe I should probably speak in a separate... I could make a separate video, but I don't think it's going to happen. Okay, about the warning about countries like Malaysia, and they have like large aviaries, but I also have some very big concerns over people touching the birds and stuff, because, well, it's animal cruelty if you ever think about that one, eh? But there you go, there's of course the back of the pamphlet there. It tells you what you can do. You can take some photos of the birds. We have all kinds of different species of birds. There's a parrot show here. Oh wow. Hornbill Park. That's amazing. Oh, look at those little cute chickens. Actually, they're baby chicks. Cheap, right there. And there's also like a gift shop though. In fact, I didn't touch any of the souvenirs though because of the complaints that I've been talking about, which actually got mighty peed off though. But I shouldn't say anything rude though on YouTube, because I feel like I need to be G-rated. And there's the flamingo pond. Very amazing bird aviary indeed. And of course, yes, it is quite large. Of course, yes, when I went into Malaysia, it's hot and humid. And I mean, if you look at the skyline of the British summer sunshine outside, you might think it's hot outside. Well, it's actually not. Okay, so it's a bright and nice sunny day, but it's not as tropical as what you would think of Malaysia. Whenever I think of that scenery there, it doesn't shout out to me, I'm in Kuala Lumpur. Yeah, in fact, I mean, the skies do look a little bit like what you'd see in Kuala Lumpur or Malaysia, but it is nothing compared to what you see here at the bird park. Of course, yes, they are pretty much expensive. The tickets are quite expensive. Of course, yes, they've also got some feeding times as well. Yes, in fact, I'm not going to delve into too much, though, because it's going to be way too long, though. But that's a fantastic aviary map, though. Well, let's move on to another bird-themed product, though, or asset, though, and it's this. This is one product that I actually decided to make, and it's a fifth of Origami. Asian Slaty-breasted whale, bird, family, and chicks 5-pack, and sadly the packaging has actually got a bit of artwork there, which in a sense the bubble icing on the bottom right corner here has been saturated and fried. £5.50, that's the price that it costs it, and there is the back of the packaging. Look at that chick, he or she looks like she's crying for a bit of a wake up call. Let's go ahead and unpack this and delve on what's inside. It's a nice little compact size envelope here, and therefore it's a nice little size, as you can see here, and therefore I'll just go ahead and unpack this. Oh yes, out they come. Here come the Slaty-breasted whales and their little chicks. Okay, they all look pretty fantastically designed, and they look cute by the looks of themselves. And as you can see, they are designed after the Slaty-breasted whale of Southeast Asia and India, of course. The Indian subcontinent, actually. And these guys, I think they're common. But I don't often see them a lot, though, in Malaysia, though. Got a lovely little pink beak at the end. It's like a little figure, of course, so it's more like an action figure, of course. They do fly, of course, yes, but like chickens, they don't actually fly a lot, though. They just fly short distances, I believe. But hey, these guys look quite cool. Yet again, they are wild birds, and they are shy. I suppose so. These guys do love to scurry around through hedges and bushes to take cover against predators or enemies, a lot like humans, I guess, though. But yes, it is quite a nicely designed bird. It's a very unique species of bird. And it looks fairly cute, actually, whenever I see birds like this, the Slaty-breasted whale. Then you've also got this other guy here as well. I can't tell if they're male or female. It's probably their designs and whatnot, And you know what? These guys look really, really cute indeed. Hooray! They actually look pretty fancy. Hey, whenever I think of designs like that one, hey? I would hope to think that, you know what, basically I could try and move into something else. And you've also got the little chicks, which are in this colour here, of course. They look very, very cute. By the looks of them, of those designs, they look fairly nice. Not gonna lie to that, it actually looks totally and utterly amazing. Of course, there's these chicks, they may look quite dull and a bit bland looking, though, in darkish colours, though, but they look fairly nice. And yes, these guys are native to Southeast Asia or the Indian subcontinent, as early as I just said. And of course, yes, these guys, they're actually not that rare. Of course, they're found in urban areas, especially where there's wetlands present, of course. There you go, that's what they look like, the Slaty-breasted whale. And their families, of course. They're not really chickens. Of course, these birds do look like chickens. I think they're more closely related to cranes. And maybe coots and moorhens by the looks of it. And also these birds remind me of water whales. They look like large, oversized water whales. Yet again, they're a little bit bigger than the water whale. They do have the same colorization of a water whale, but yet again, they don't really look that similar at the same time. But these guys, they look fairly amazing, I have to say, the whale family of birds, yeah, they may look clumsy and elegant, though, when they're pretty much flying, because they really do kind of look a little bit like chickens when they sort of fly, though, because they only, you know, fly for short distances. But yet again, that's how these birds are made, though. They're actually quite cool looking. Alright, I think that's probably about it throughout the rest of this whole video. Yes, a little Happy Meal toy that I got from Malaysia, and also a little leaflet, of course, and some ponies merchandise, particularly the bookmarks in relationship to the Flip Out Ponies toy range, which actually is soaring in popularity now. I didn't expect the ponies themed toy range to be extremely popular. In fact, the merchandise as well. And I gotta tell you what though guys, I think that's about it in this video. If you really enjoyed it, please give this video a like, subscribe for more Flip Out Toy reviews. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and bye for now.